Today I am interviewing Markus Catlin. He's one of our sellers on our Racer On Demand merch marketplace, and in the month of June he far surpassed the sales of any other racer. So I wanted to have him introduce himself, talk about why he sells with us, and talk about what's made it a success. So go ahead and tell everybody who you are and what you do.
So I'm Markus Catlin, Mad Cat, the MC7 Yamaha Pro-Am side-by-side. We've done a lot of different, I would say, different platforms of racing. Go-karts when we were little kids, four-wheelers, snowmobiles, stock cars, four-cylinder cars. We kind of big realm of oval track stuff. When I was, I think, 17 or 18, we got into a little bit of GP course stuff with four-wheelers. So it kind of thrilled me doing that, and being younger, coming to the off-road races, going to Crandon, really jump-started my want to do off-road. So finally, after 29 years, we're here. So it's been a thrill, it's been a ride, and we're having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to see where we can go with it and continue to grow with it. So
for sure. So I'm guessing I know who we is, but tell me a little bit of when you say we were in racing and stuff. Tell me a little bit about that.
So I have a lot of brothers, no sisters. I have one real brother, three step brothers, and two half brothers. So we're all in different racing platforms. We all, four of us race snowmobiles on the ice in the winter. My brother Cole raced go-karts with us for a lot of years, and then he kind of went off and did some more stuff, and now he's on the media side. So he's got another part to add to our program, which is huge for us.
Yeah.
My other brothers, like I said, they're all motocross and four-wheelers and dirt bikes, and it's just a huge. And on top of it, my dad also, he grew up racing go-karts and snowmobiles and all, basically anything with a motor. So
there's no competition in your family?
No, not at all. Never. No. We actually bet at the races here too. We always got to one-up each other. So.
Oh man, that is funny. That is really funny. So tell me a little bit about what makes your brand different. You know, what defines you? What makes you Mad Cat?
Well, it's kind of a long story, and sometimes I feel bad having the Mad Cat nickname. I don't know if everybody calls me Mad Cat, but long story short, back in my little bit younger days and not too long ago, oval track racing can get heated. We all know that. I tend to get a little bit more aggressive than others, and I don't take anything from anybody else and without giving it back. So it kind of chained along and became the Mad Cat, because sometimes I can be furry and fun, and sometimes I can get aggressive and not take any crap.
We'll call it assertive.
Yes. So,
I love that.
Long story short, it's a fun nickname. It's a cool logo, and when a buddy of mine, shout out to Dylan if you see it, gave me the nickname, it kind of just stuck throughout the family and the friends and everybody we raced with.
Yeah.
And I had a picture in my head for the logo after he said it, and I got one done, and I wanted to revamp it. I wanted to put, after seeing you guys do what you do, I wanted to really put myself out there. So spent the money and did it right, and we got a pretty cool logo with the Mad Cat.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
I love too, like, not only the design that you have for yourself, but the way that it's laid out with your sponsors too. It just, like, it fills the back of a shirt nicely.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
It looks good. Oh, tell me a little bit about your goals for this year. You know, short term for, like, what do you want for the next race? What do you want for the rest of the year? And long term, like, what goals do you have for your race career overall?
Well, goals for this weekend is to get through it. I think that's everybody in off-road. It gets pretty wild out there, especially, you know, with Pro-Am side-by-sides. We have 29 cars sometimes on the track at once. So obviously our main goal is to make it through each weekend, not so much each weekend, but each round one at a time. We've had some bum luck with some DNFs. I think everybody knows how those go. So we were doing really well in the beginning of the season, coming in strong, never being on an off-road course or racing the side-by-side at all. We did really good, and I would say a short-term goal is, like I said, finish every round. Obviously be up with the top 10 and get back into the invert. Season goal, obviously I would like to finish in the invert, get a top 10 finishing in points, but obviously our main goal is to get a win, so that would be cool.
Where are you at in points right now?
Before today we were in 13th.
Ooh, so you're close.
We're getting there.
You're right on the cusp
We were in
of
it,
that.
and the DNF put us outside of it, so
Yeah.
we're gonna crawl back forward.
Yeah.
So.
How did it today go for you?
Went really well. We started, obviously, with the invert, we started 13th. We're right behind the points leaders, first, second, third guys in that area. So being able to latch a chain onto some of them guys is a lot easier sometimes.
Yeah.
And as racers know, you guys know, being the chaser is better than being the chased, you know.
Yeah.
So it's nice being able to learn these guys' line that have been doing it for a very long time. Even they're in different machines, different setups. It's really cool being able to see where they're going around the track.
For sure.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So tell me a little bit about long term. Like, what does next year look like for you? And 5 or 10 year goals. What do you want to do?
Obviously, I want to continue my career in off road. Obviously, I want to move up and race with. Not saying I don't have good drivers in my class, but obviously better myself by putting myself in a predicament to follow guys like Chris and Corey Winter, Andrew Carlson. Being able to follow guys like that have been doing it a long time, are fast. Putting myself in a position to go out and run with those guys would be obviously a goal.
Yeah.
Next year, I guess it depends on funding and sponsorship stuff and just learning more.
Yeah.
So see where it goes. As of right now, we're going to stick with the Pro-Am side-by-side. Possibly, switching up here and there, or maybe building our own machine, newer machine.
Yeah.
But as of right now, staying in the Pro-Am or going to Pro Stock would be our goal for next year.
Yeah.
If something arises that puts us closer into a truck, we'll take it when we get it. But we'll ride with the flow for now.
There's so much to learn and just being consistent too.
Yep.
Sometimes I feel like people try and make the switch too fast, and if you haven't gotten really good at what you're doing right now, it's really hard to take what you've learned and bring that to an even faster
when you don't
more
have all
aggressive.
of it.
Exactly.
Correct.
Exactly. Yeah. So, talking about things that you're doing well, I mean, like I said, you're selling on our merch marketplace, and you blew everybody else's sales out of the water in the month of
Awesome.
June. It was your first month on there, our second month since launch, and you killed it. So great job, first
Thank
off.
you.
But tell me a little bit about why you chose to sell with us on Racer on Demand.
To be honest, I mean, there's obviously a lot of wonderful companies out there that produce merchandise for us racers. But when you guys talk to me about it, you and Chris have been awesome answering questions, figuring out how it all works. I'm not the best with technology and understanding some stuff sometimes, but the way you guys worked me through it and figured out how to teach me how it works was the biggest thing for me. Being able to buying in bulk is really hard, especially for you guys were sportsman racers once too. So buying in bulk and trying to put a program together and continue that program consistently is really hard, especially sizes don't sell and you got boxes and stuff sitting. So being able to have that ship on demand is huge for us. And I have fans that never get to make it to the races, family members, friends, family, people that just simply work weekends so they can't make it. It's really easy for them to get my merchandise on time, their sizes, and what they want. So
I'm glad to hear that. That makes my heart happy. So I really wasn't tooting my own horn by accident.
That's all right.
A loaded question there.
It's okay.
So tell us a little bit about like how you've gone about selling your merch. Obviously, you've got the platform, but it's just going to sit there if you don't market yourself, right?
Correct.
So clearly you've done a push to get people buying your merch. Tell me what that looks like.
Obviously started off with Facebook. Everybody, I know Facebook's kind of going away, but Facebook has been huge for me. Honestly, I just add as many people on Facebook as I can, racers, fans, friends, family. And people enjoy some of the videos I put out and the content I do put out. And honestly, I just push as hard as I can to get by. Not so much to buy from me, but to be able to go on Racer on Demand and see the cool merchandise because they've never heard of off-road.
Yeah.
So seeing all the cool merchandise and possibly picking up a Mad Cat shirt is a huge plus.
Oh, so
being able to push it to a lot of people, and obviously biggest thing too is the support I do have from my friends, my family, my coworkers that haven't been here. So that's been huge.
I really love that. I think I've had other racers come up to me and tell me, you know, I was expecting some of my friends to buy it, but there are coworkers and people that I don't even know that well that just want to support me, and it sounds like you've kind of experienced
And it's
that.
a really cool way for people to support being able to not make a lot of the races. So it's a cool way, like we everybody always says, $20 is $20, and being able to help out and buying a sweatshirt and a shirt that puts a gallon of gas in the car, you know? So
exactly. Oh, that's awesome. I love hearing about the successes that people have, whether it's with us or just overall. So love that. Is there anything else that you want to tell anybody or bring in front of people?
Not that I know. Go buy my merch, obviously, Racer on Demand. No, we're just gonna roll with the flow for this year and continue doing what we're doing. Obviously, besides the DNFs, we've been really consistent, and we're staying with the top dogs. So it's been a cool ride. It's a dream come true, even though it is just a side by side.
It's never just. We don't use the word just.
We're moving pretty quick.
Yeah.
I was very surprised at this facility here. We're here at ERX, so by far, I got Bark River left to try out. By far, this is top notch. So I mean, don't get me wrong, the rest of the tracks are absolutely fun. Anniego's a home track for me. I've actually raced four-wheelers there on a similar type track to our off-road track. But ERX, this is hands down an amazing facility. So props off to everybody here at ERX.
That's awesome. I can't agree more with you. The people are fantastic. The track is fantastic.
And the racing is phenomenal.
And the taco truck.
I'm gonna have to disagree. I like the gyros.
Okay, I'm a vegetarian, so gyros are a little rough.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, the taco truck for me. I will give you the gyros. Chris says they're good.
They are good. I never liked them when I was a child, and then I had some traditional gyros down at work one time, and if I can get one, I want to try it.
Yeah, so. It's the tzatziki sauce.
Yes. Well, and here they got this awesome vegetable mixture. It is fantastic compared to normal. So.
All right. So maybe I could do a gyro.
Yes.
Just a veggie tzatziki.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time just to chat with me. I think it's really important that people see people doing things well and know how to do the same thing, right? I mean, there's no harm in somebody doing the same thing you're doing to sell more merch.
Exactly.
You know, everybody can grow together. So thank you so much.
We all got room.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a lot of room. There's upward movement for all of us. We're all learning. I'm learning.
Right?
We go.
I'm learning with you. So.
Yeah, we're doing this together. But again, thank you so much just for taking the time today to chat with me, to chat with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
So, we'll see you later.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you.